Hey everybody, this is Steve with another update from Bearish. Very exciting news coming down the pipeline. The first thing is the pack cases. We've actually taken these from a proof of concept the whole way up to a prototype to share with you today. Very excited about doing that. They actually arrived last week. We had a small video pop out on our Facebook page, which was a 15-second teaser that said, hey, we got something coming. That is what it is. So very excited to share that with you. Another thing is towards the end of this video, we're going to be talking about the shipment of the acrylic cases, both the base set and the supplementary set. So stay tuned for that. The one thing I want to make note of early, though, is that this is going to be going over the early bird discount and that coming to an end. So stay tuned for that. The first thing I want to bring to your attention, though, again, is these pack cases. So let's show you the proof of concept, which is this guy here. This actually came off of a 3D printer. Essentially, it is a cradle, which you stick a pack in upside down. Doesn't move around much, just enough to save a little bit of space for the pack. Close it with this clamshell, and then you turn it over, and then there's a display face. Now, with that said, that is taking from the proof of concept the whole way to this piece right here, which is our acrylic case that we got injection molded. You can see that there's a little bit of a difference in size. This thing is an absolute work of art. If there was any way that you wanted to protect your booster packs, this would be it. So we're very excited to bring this to your attention. We're not going to be offering pre-orders on this right now, but the idea behind this, I want to walk through exactly what makes this case different from other cases on the market. The first thing I want to tell you is that other cases on the market is simply just a box which we put a pack into, and there's just a lot of fallacies with that. The one thing is it separates our case from those is this bar technology that we have on both sides of the booster pack. Now, what that does is it sits over top of the pack tabs themselves, but it doesn't crush them. We actually left a little bit of space. I believe it's 1 millimeter between the front and back bars when you close this, so then that way it doesn't actually crush the pack tab itself. The pack tab is preserved, which means that this is actually a good case for even things that aren't flesh and blood related, things like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, things like that, and I'll show you some examples of that coming up here. But it doesn't crush the glue strips on there. So over time, as you set these in this case, one of the Bearish cases, realize that it will not damage the pack at all. It's actually very secure. We in turn want to have some sort of display piece that we feature these on in time. So that way they stand up and down. But with cases on the market, the worry that we had was the tab on the bottom of the packs are what hold all of the weight. So those cards are pressing down on that tab at all given points in time, whereas with our case, it doesn't do that. So you can see that we have our Bearish logo on the top. That actually helps you orient this when you put it into our booster pack case. And then when you flip it over, there's no seam on the front of this. So, you can just go like this the whole way around, and there's no way to catch your finger or try to pull this apart. This is all sealed on the front. This is actually the cradle. Now, when you turn on the back, you do have those where the pane closes in the whole way around. We decided to go with the back pane seating inside of the cradle, so then that way there was no way to tamper with this. Like if somebody were to take a screwdriver to this, you'd really have to do some damage to this case to break it apart. And that was just something that's an easy tell to keep this sealed over time. So, you know that there's nothing being tampered with if you're ever trying to resell a booster pack or anything like that. You cannot access the case from the side here with a screwdriver. There's no seam on the side here except for down where this clasp is. So there's many ways of showing tamper evidence. So there's another feature that I want to bring to your attention on this case. We'll open up here. So you just take your fingernail and you pull on that side of the tab and on this side of the tab, and then it opens up like so, quite like the proof of concept. There's your pane. Here is your cradle. Now, when you put the pane on here, there's no way that if you're careful with it, there's no way that this pane will ever collide with the booster pack itself. there's actually like a little bit of a step here on the sides, a rail that this pane follows. So you can see as I'm actually going down over this booster pack, it is not colliding at all with the booster pack itself. So that allows a little bit more security when you go to close this, and it just shuts just like you would expect, just like a clamshell would expect, and presents beautifully. Now again, back to some other items that this fits. One being Pokemon, and the other, here's actually the box for it, which is pretty nice as well. I got to make a few little changes on the back of it, but beyond that, there's actually a box that this is going to come in. So Pokemon, and within this is a Magic the Gathering booster pack as well. So this was built originally for Flesh and Blood, but it also does fit Pokemon. Pokemon's tabs are a little bit smaller than Flesh and Blood and Magic the Gathering. That doesn't stop it from the same types of technology and stuff that we've incorporated, the same worries that we had when storing booster packs for our pack case to solve. These bars still do not crush the pack in any given way, so they will fit English Pokemon packs. We're very excited about that. Now, long blister pack or long booster packs, quite like Pokemon had originally, as well as Japanese packs, our pack cases will not fit. We did design these packs or these cases in mind to try to accommodate these Japanese long tab packs, but we ended up destroying one of the prototypes in trying to close it. So we're going to say straight out right now that this will not fit Japanese packs or long tab packs at this time, but there's plenty of other things that it does fit. So with this fitting Magic the Gathering, we're really excited to try an older pack to see how that fits. I think that that would be a very good option with what's on the market to save and preserve packs over time, especially ones that are on the market that are causing a lot of stress on the bottom of booster packs right now. I'm sure would be quickly replaced with what we're offering here. So with that said, this is the future of Bearish. When we get close to that time of these being a production product and going full blown with that, will probably be about mid-September, and we're going to offer these at $15 a piece at retail. So look for that down the pike. We're really excited about offering that. And on that note, we're going to switch over to some other cases that we were discussing prior, which was Hero Deck displays and Hero Deck boxes. With the launch or the announcement of Tales of Aria, the one thing that we've noticed is that there's only 3 heroes in this new set. So the display box will change again. We can already see that between Monarch and Tales of Aria. So now we're talking about 3 different size Hero Deck displays. So again, that kicks it down the road a little bit further. Even though we wanted to offer a full suite for Flesh and Blood, that is one thing that we now have to look at to say is not within the near future, because it just doesn't make sense to build something, 1, for an unlimited product, and 2, for something that changes so much. Now, if the size of the Hero Deck boxes themselves do not change, then there's a good chance that we pursue that in the future. So again, it's something that we can't say definitively what we're going to do until we see Tales of Aria yet. But by that point in time, we'll have more motion on the pack cases and just more churning through our head on how we're going to pursue those booster or those Hero Deck boxes. There's been a few people that contacted us also about MetaZoo. Now, obviously, we want to focus totally on Flesh and Blood. It's our mainstay. We're competing in Road to Nationals events. We're very serious about this. In fact, I've actually met a few people that ordered some of our acrylic display cases, which is very, very cool at the last Road to Nationals. So cool to put faces to names and shake their hands. But there has been a few people that talked to us about MetaZoo. And we do have somebody within the community that's sending us a few, or that we're under the impression that's sending us a few items for us to look at, some sealed product, some one unsealed display box to see how our acrylic cases fit that. So stay tuned for updates on MetaZoo as well to see if anything that we have existing fits MetaZoo. And what things we have in the future in terms of fitting their other products as well. So that it might be something that Bearish pursues in the future. So in regard to our shipment, there's a few things I want to bring up and quite a bit of good news. So the boat is currently sitting off of the coast of Canada, and I'll put something up here in the corner to show you where it's at. It's actually coming into Prince Rupert Port. I think it's just waiting to be called in right now. So the shipment is supposed to come into port on the 13th, and it's going to contain both of our base set and our supplementary cases. So both of these guys are coming on that ship. From that stage, when it comes into port, it's going to be loaded onto a train. Now, for the people that are worried about the early bird discounts or when that's going to end, obviously we've had this going on ever since March. Plenty of time to get into the early bird discounts on this. When they hit the train, we're going to be removing the early bird discount. Now, the train is going to make itself from Canada the whole way down to the warehouse in Detroit. And then from there, it's going to be moved over to a truck and then being delivered to us here in Pennsylvania. From there, they're all going to be released to everybody. Shipments are going to be fulfilled. We look for about a week to deal with backlog and things like that of how many orders came through. But if you guys are worried about getting on that early bird discount, this is the warning we've been talking about. This is the update. Get in now. Lock in your prices at whatever, how many cases that you want. You know that we also have the discount on 10-pack cases. If you order 10 in any form, so if you want to order 6 of the base set and 4 of the supplementary set, you're welcome to do so, and we will refund you back $2 per case that you order over 10. So if you order just 10, you'll get $20 back. If you order one of the 10-pack cases, they're already discounted. So just make note of that, but that there's actually further savings at this point in time. So hope to do business with you, hope to earn your business at this point in time. Very excited to give you all these news, updates, and hope to see you on the next video. Very exciting. Thank you for everybody who has contributed, who has stuck with us this long, and to the future, guys. A lot of things coming down the pike. Till then.